This Sunday's Gospel passage begins by indicating the district to which Jesus was going, the district of Tyre and Sidon, to the northwest of Galilee, a pagan land. And it was here that he met a Canaanite woman who spoke to him, asking him to heal her daughter who was possessed by a demon. Now, in her plea, in her supplication, we can already discern, we can already observe the beginning of a journey of faith, which in her conversation with the divine teacher grows and becomes stronger. Now, the woman was not afraid to cry to Jesus, "Have mercy on me," or "Have pity on me," an expression that recurs in the Psalms. She calls him Lord and Son of David, thus showing a firm hope of being heard. What was the Lord's attitude to this cry of anguish from a pagan woman? Ano yung tugon ni Jesus? What was his attitude to this cry? Jesus' silence may seem disconcerting, may seem disturbing, to the point that it prompted the disciples to intervene. But it was not a question of insensitivity to this woman's sorrow. St. Augustine rightly commented, Christ showed himself indifferent to her, to the woman, not in order to refuse her his mercy, but rather inflame her desire for it. The apparent indifference or aloofness of Jesus, who said, "I was sent only to the lost sheep of the house of Israel," did not discourage at all, did not discourage the Canaanite woman who persisted, "Lord, help me." And she did not even desist when she received an answer. Hindi siya huminto. She did not even stop when she received an answer that would seem to have lost any hope. It is not fair to take the children's bread and throw it to the dogs. She had no wish to take anything from anyone. In her simplicity, in her humility, a little was enough for her. Crumbs, sufficient. Wala na siyang hinihiling pang iba. No more than a look, no more than a kind word from the Son of God. And Jesus was struck with admiration for an answer of such a great faith, and said to her, "Be it done for you as you desire." Sisters and brothers, we too are called to grow in faith. You and I, we are called to open ourselves in order to welcome God's gift freely. We are called to have trust and to cry to Jesus, "Give us faith. Help us to find the way." Now, this is the way that Jesus made his disciples take, as well as the Canaanite woman, and men and women of every time and nation, and each one of us. Faith opens us to knowing and welcoming the real identity of Jesus, his newness and oneness. His word is a source of life in order to live a personal relationship with him. Knowledge of the faith grows. It grows with the desire to find a way. And in the end, it is a gift of God who does not reveal himself to us as an abstract thing, without a face, without a name, because faith responds to a person, to a God who wants to enter into a relationship of deep love with us and to involve in our whole life. Now, for this reason, our heart must undergo the experience of conversion every single day. A daily conversion. Every day it must be, or it must see us changing from people withdrawn into themselves to people who are open to God's action. Spiritual people who let themselves be called into question by the Lord's word and open their life to his love. And so, my dear sisters and brothers, let us therefore nourish, deepen our faith every day with deep attention to the Word of God, with the celebration of the sacraments, with our personal prayer as a cry to Him, with charity to our neighbors.